Beef. Can we talk about beef for a sec? Because the Boston Whaler 330 Outrage has got it. You're looking at about 6 tons of fiberglass and stainless steel riding on a 23-degree transom dead rise, powered by twin Mercury Verado 350s. Beef. Yeah, that's the word for it. But Whaler does not forget about luxury. You've got this comfy lounger up front here, but I want you to take notice of how they bump out the in-wheel to actually create more space for this forward seat. Speaking of comfortable seating, check out this forward lounger in front of the console. Do you remember when a forward console seat was a cooler with a cushion on top? Let me tell you, this beats that by a mile. But let's get back to the beef. Boston Whalers are built in a unique way, with the deck and hull held together in a mold while pressurized foam gets blown in between the two. This fills all the voids and bonds the hull and deck, as well as adding gobs of flotation. So tell me, when people really get a full comprehension of how these boats are built, what's the usual response?
Very shocked to learn the levels of engineering we put into these boats to create the safety. Customers demand safety out of our product. That's exactly what we give them with the unsinkability of it. Whether you've got children, small children, grown children, spouse, we bring safety to the table consistently all the time.
Well, you know, it's great to talk about safety. I appreciate that, but can you give me some actual, hard, real-world examples?
Yes, well, a couple of years ago, had the opportunity to join our team, 42 team members. We intentionally swamped a 37 Outrage, filled it with water. I was standing in the cockpit, knee-deep water. Had a very visceral feeling come over me that, hey, this boat's not going anywhere. Very powerful feeling.
And this is not an easy way to build a boat, right? I mean, we stood there in the factory yesterday and we watched them remove a hull and deck from the mold, and boy, there were a lot of people involved. There was an awful lot of work going on.
Yeah, we don't build boats the easy way. We build them the right way. We've got hundreds of employees back at the plant, multiple tenured decades, that ensure that we're building the safest quality boat that's out on the market.
Well, and that explains why it's not the most inexpensive boat on the market too, right?
Correct.
On top of that, Whaler also uses some spectacular pieces and parts. Look, for example, at the hinges on the dive door. You can see those are some serious pieces of hardware right there. Look at the pull rings on the hatches. And check out the pipe work. That stuff is seriously strong. There's a fringe benefit to the way Whaler builds their boats. You can see it when I open this deck hatch and get a look at the bilge. Everything is completely finished, it's gel coated, it looks good, and it's easy to clean up. You know, of course there's no such thing as a perfect boat, but when it comes to construction, I'm having a really hard time finding stuff on this 330 to knock. So let's go outside the inlet and see what this boat can do. With twin 350 Verados on the transom, we hit a top end of 51.2 miles an hour. Cruising at 4,000 RPM, we ran in the mid-20s while burning 20 gallons per hour. I like beef. Do you like beef? I like beef on my dinner plate, and I like beef in my boats. If you do too, you might just want to check out a chunka boat like the 330 Outrage.